Hey, this is Liz Bentley, and today I want to talk about a very popular word in our vernacular right now called languishing. And languishing was first coined by a psychologist or a sociologist, actually, whose name was Corey Keyes. And it's been become very popular because of a TED Talk that Adam Grant did back this past fall. And what languishing is about a feeling of lacking motivation, of feeling numb, of not being excited about things in your life. And a lot of people are feeling this way coming out of the pandemic and just from everything that has shifted in the last 2 years. And I think there are a lot of different reasons for it. For one of the things that I've seen in my coaching world, I see people languishing because of lack of connection. Really a lack of connecting to people and having fun and having those deeper belly laughs, that joy, that play that we talked a lot about this summer, and just connecting with people. See, COVID really pushed us away from people, pushed us a lot more into social media, pushed us a lot more into technology on our phone, even not going to the office anymore. All the benefits of that have been great, but the lack of connection we're having is becoming a big problem. And getting people very disconnected. They're having long days and they're getting a lot of work done. But then afterwards, they're feeling that sense of numbness. Another thing that's kind of been interesting is the popularity of Netflix and streaming television, all these amazing shows that people have dived into and have created a really great pastime is not, and it has become like a recreation and a pastime. But the danger of that is that recreations and pastime used to be skills. It used to be sports. It used to be playing music. It used to be doing art. It used to be going for a walk and doing an activity. Now it's watching something and going into somebody else's life. So that's a little bit of a danger also, as far as when you're finally taking a break from work and you're doing something to relax, as fun as it can be to get into some incredible series that you're getting addicted to, it also doesn't really develop you on any other level because you're going into someone else's life. Another reason we see languishing happening is because of lack of flow. And flow happens when we have just the right amount of challenge in our life, that we're being pushed to rise to something, and just the amount of skills to get there. Or we have to practice kind of new skills to get there. But what happens when people get into languishing typically is their skills have gotten so high, the challenge is no longer there, and they go instead into boredom. Okay? People go into languishing when they're getting into boredom. That's when, you can do your job in your sleep and you've got it all figured out and it's all great. But the problem is, you can look at raising some of your skill sets, but you're kind of scared of doing that because you feel like, well, what if I do that and then I take all these risks and it goes wrong? So the bottom line is, we don't want to be in languishing. And you don't want to think that just because you don't have a big problem in your life that you're not in languishing. Okay, you can be languishing even if you don't have a big dramatic issue. It just means that you're feeling a little bit stuck and feeling a little bit numb. So what I would say the tips are is to get out there, make those personal connections, have some fun with humans, get away from the screens, get away from the TV, develop your skills. What's a great hobby that you can pick up that gets your brain going that's not work? See, when we're watching TV and we're doing this other stuff, it's not our brain moving. That is not work. We want to be in creative mode, whether it's cooking or gardening, or it's, whatever, you name it, painting, or doing something that gets your brain excited and hopefully involves people. That is one of the many great ways to get out of languishing. And I would also watch Adam Grant's TED Talk because he covers off on mindfulness, meaning, and what was his third one? Mindfulness, meaning, and mastery. Okay, for being for getting out of languishing. Okay, thanks, and see you next Tuesday.